Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Hari Om everyone. A warm welcome to everyone on the occasion of our dear Swamini Aaradhanananda's Shodashi today. The Shodashi is being performed in Uttarkashi in our Tapovan Kutir. I'm not sure if everyone knows what is Shodashi. I will say it in one line, what I understand. Normally, for the rest of us, it is the 13th day that we have a prayer meeting. Swamini Aaradhanananda being a sannyasin, the way it is performed is when a sannyasin attains samadhi, that sannyasin merges with the ultimate Purusha. And that ultimate Purusha is Shodasha Kala, has 16 facets. So therefore, we actually celebrate and honor the sannyasin's life today. And so today we will be having a memorial. We will share anecdotes about her, our love for her, and we will start off by Paduka Puja, Puja Gurudev's Paduka Puja. We have Swamini Aaradhanananda's sister, Teja. She has flown in from Bangalore. We have other members of the family here who are there as well. There is... Maybe if those who are from the family can just stand so people know. I don't know everyone.
Shri Kumar, my cousin.
Yeah.
Savita.
Yeah.
Shri Kumar, my cousin. Savita, my cousin sister. Her sister Anita, my cousin sister. Jyoti, my cousin sister again. And there's one friend, Manu's classmate, our childhood schoolmate, who even though had a knee replacement, both the knees, and she has fracture in the leg, she took a lot of initiative and she has traveled with us. We used to all walk to school and go together. Suma, Mrs. Suma.
That's lovely. We also have a number of Aaradhanananda's friends from her Zen Pen group, and we have many doctors who have all become good friends of hers. And of course, our staff and other family members are there. So just to run through briefly the program that we'll have, we will start with the Paduka Puja, and we'll have Teja and Swamini Kaivalyananji, who is from Aaradhanananda's batch. Both will be performing the Paduka Puja on behalf of all of us. Then we'll have a Kirtan. We'll have a few people speaking, interspersed with Kirtan to make it a little, more devotional for all of us. And then we will end with Aarti. And then there is a special meal. Whatever Swamini Aaradhananandaji loved, we will all get to enjoy that as well at 12:30. So now I will request Purandar to start with the Paduka Puja, and I request Teja and Swamini Kaivalyanandaji to please come. Thank you. Hari Om.
Om Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Shri Mahaganadipataye Namaha. Om Samsaraswatyai Namaha. Om Gungurubhyo Namaha. Om Tejasvarupa Shri Durgayai Namaha. Hari Om. Ata Achamya. Take 3 sips of water. Om Keshavai Swaha. Om Narayanai Swaha. Om Madhavai Swaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. Om Trivikramaya Namaha. Om Vamanaya Namaha. Om Sridharaya Namaha. Om Rishikeshaya Namaha. ओम पद्मनाभाय नमः ओम दामोदराय नमः ओम संकर्षणाय नमः ओम वासुदेवाय नमः ओम प्रद्युम्नाय नमः ओम अनिरुद्धाय नमः ओम पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः ओम अदोक्षजाय नमः ओम नारसिंहाय नमः ओम अच्युताय नमः ओम जनार्दनाय नमः ओम उपेन्द्राय नमः ओम हरये नमः ओम श्रीकृष्णाय नमः ओम श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः ओम अस्य आसनोपवेशन महामन्त्रस्य मेरुपृष्ठ ऋषि सुतलं चन्दः कूर्मो देवता आसनोपवेशने विनियोगः ओम पृथ्वीत्वया धृता लोका देवीत्वं विष्णुना धृता त्वं च धारय मां देवी पवित्रं कुरु चासनं Keep it to your asana devata. Do pranayama. Om bhuh om bhuvah om subah om maha om janah om tapah Om satyam om tatsaviturvarenyam bargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo nah prachodayat Om apo jyotirasomritam brahma bhutbhuvasvarom Hasto prakshalya अत घंटानाथः ओम आगमार्थन्तु देवानां गमनार्थन्तु रक्षसां कुर्वे घंटर्वं तत्र देवताह्वानलाञ्छनम् ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः समस्त परिवार देवताभ्यो नमः आवाहयामि घंटस्थित श्री नंदिकेश्वराय नमः अत संकल्पः take 2 flowers close your fist keep it on your left hand keep it on your right thigh ओम विष्णुः 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 अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्थे श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मुम्बै नगर्यां सांदीपनी साधनालये श्री जगदीश्वर स्वामी सन्निधौ अस्मिन् व्यावहारिके शोभकृत्नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे वसंत ऋतौ फाल्गुनमासे कृष्णपक्षे त्रयोदशी शुभतिथौ शनिवासरे शतभिषा नक्षत्रयुक्तायां शुभयोग शुभकरणादि सकलगुणविशेषण विशिष्टायां अस्यां शुभतिथौ स्वामिनी आराधनानंद सरस्वती इति नाम्न्याः सन्यासिन्याः आत्मशान्त्यर्थम ऊर्ध्वगति लाभार्थम विष्णुपद प्राप्त्यर्थम च अस्मिन् षोडशी शुभदिने पूज्य गुरुदेवानां श्री चिन्मयानंद स्वामिनां पादुका पूजनं साधु ब्रह्मचारी भोजनं च कारयिष्ये You can put one drop of water and you can leave it in that plate. Can both touch this kalasha. Om Gange Chemune Chaiva Krishna Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. You can take this flower and sprinkle upon Devanam Samproksha Atmanam Samproksha Puja Dravyani Samproksha. Hold these flowers in your hand. Do namaskar to Ganesh Bhagwan. ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वथा ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि आवाहयामि आसनार्थे पुष्पं समर्पयामि Now do namaskar to Saraswati Maya in Gurudev. ओम शारदा शारदाम्भोज वदना वदनाम्बुजे सर्वदा सर्वदस्माकं सन्निधिं सन्निधिं क्रियात् ओम सं सरस्वत्यै नमः ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि आवाहयामि ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ओम गुं गुरुभ्यो नमः ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि ओम समस्तजन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः भगवानिह गच्छ इह तिष्ठ इह सन्निधिः इह सन्निरुद्धस्व सम्मुखे भव अवगुण्ठितो भव प्रसन्नो भव वरदो भव अभयदो भव सर्वाभीष्टप्रदायको भव। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। रत्नखचितसिंहासनार्थे पुष्पं समर्पयामि। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। You can take this flower and you can just sprinkle upon Paduka while I tell the upachars. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। मुखे आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। अथ पंचामृत स्नानम्।
विश्वशम्भुवं विश्वन्नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदं विश्वतः परमानित्यं विश्वं नारायणगुं हरिं विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्तद्विश्वमुपजीवति हरिं विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगं शाश्वतगं शिवमच्युतं नारायणं महाज्ञेयं
विश्वात्मानं परायणं।
नारायण परो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायण परः नारायण परो ब्रह्मतत्त्वं नारायण परः
शुद्ध जल तो శుభ్రం చేసేయండి శుభ్రం చేసేయండి క్లీన్ యు పోర్ వాటర్ అమ్మ క్లీన్
जगत् सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयते विवा अन्तर्बहिश्च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायण स्थितः अनन्तमव्ययं कविगुं समुद्रेन्दं विश्वशम्भुवं पद्मकोशप्रतीकाशकं हृदयं चाप्यधोमुखम् अधो निश्यामि तस्यान्तेनाभ्यामुपरि तिष्ठति ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महत् सन्ततगं शिलाभिस्तुलं भक्त्यातोषसन्निभम् तस्यान्ते सुशिरगं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितं तस्य मध्ये महानद्भिर्विश्वाचिर्विश्वतोमुखः सोऽग्रबुद्धिवदन् तिष्ठन्नाहारमजरः कविः तीर्यपूर्वमदश्रायी रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अनीयोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः नीलतो यदमध्यस्तात् विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा नीवारशूकवत्सन्वी पीताभास्वस्य रूपमा तस्याशिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्म स शिवः स हरिः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् ऋतं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। ॐ विष्णोर्नृपं वीर्याणि प्रवोचं यः पार्थिवानि विममेतयागं धियो अस्कभायदुत्तरगं सदस्तं विचक्रमाणस्त्रेदोरुगायो विष्णोरराटमसि विष्णोः पृष्ठमसि विष्णोः प्रेसो विष्णोस्यूरसि विष्णोः ध्रुवमसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वा। ॐ नारायण
ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अद्वितीयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओंकारविदे नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ छिन्नसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः। ॐ मनोहराय नमः। ॐ महात्मने नमः। ॐ मेधाविने नमः। ॐ यतात्मने नमः। ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः
ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः
ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः नानाविधपरिमलपत्रपुष्पाक्षतानि समर्पयामि अथ धूपः ॐ वनस्पतिरसोद्भूतो गन्धाढ्यो गन्धवोत्तमः आग्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् ॐ श्रीचिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः धूपमाग्रापयामि साक्षात् दीपम् दीपं गृहाण देवेश वर्तित्रे समन्वितम् अंधकारे नमस्तुभ्यं अज्ञानं विनिवर्तय ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः साक्षात् दीपं संदर्शयामि धूपदीपानन्तरे शुद्धाचमनीयं समर्पयामि ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् सत्यं दुर्तेन वर्षिञ्चामि अमृतोऽमस्तमृतोपस्तरणमसि स्वाहा ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ ब्रह्मणे नमः मध्ये मध्ये पानीयं समर्पयामि पुनर्नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ उपानाय स्वाहा ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ ब्रह्मणे नमः मध्ये मध्ये पानीयं समर्पयामि अमृतापिदानमसि उत्तरापोषणं समर्पयामि हस्तौ प्रक्षालयामि पादौ प्रक्षालयामि मुखे आचमनीयं समर्पयामि
I now request Bharti Suktankar ji, who has so far been the editorial advisor of the Balvihar magazine and has been working with Swamini Aaradhanananda ji since the past almost 3 decades. Between the two of them, they have even brought out some 11 books. I'll now request her to come and say a few words. She will now be the new editor of our magazine as well. Bharti ji.
Hari Om, Puja Guruji and my dear friends. Aaradhana, I never thought that I will be seeing her like this in a photograph. What can I say about somebody who has been a part of me for the last almost 30 years? Her physical absence is a big blow. But her fun-loving, naughty, spirit will keep peeping over the shoulder, perky, cheeky, cheesy, crazy. You can't do a children's magazine if you're not a child at heart. And that is what she was. Completely unpredictable and, like I said, crazy. हंस क्यों रही है? Aaradhana was a poet and would flirt with words and compositions as only a poet can. While editing Balvihar, she started as Brahmacharini Vividisha Chaitanya. That was too long to say. So I would call her Vivid. And Vivid was a good description of her as well. Sure, we had our differences and our fisticuffs before finalizing a Balvihar issue. But never, ever did we miss a deadline. And she showed this spirit for this April issue, writing the editorial even as they wheeled her into the hospital for the last time. My Balvihar team knows. Sanjeev ji, Venu, Asha. Aaradhana, your absence is a personal loss for me. And it will always remain so. Hari Om.
Thank you, Bharti ji, for that most moving sharing of yours, those thoughts of yours. I now request Aparna Dedia. She will speak on behalf of Aaradhananandaji's group of friends, the Zen Pen group, and I'll now request her to say a few words. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Pranam Guruji. Aaradhanaji was a very dear friend. We knew her from the last 7 years. My name is Aparna. I am here to offer a tribute to our dear friend Swamini Aaradhana on behalf of Zen Pens, a writing group founded by our coach Suma Varghese, of which she was a member. Zen Pens held a special place in Aaradhanaji's heart, and she held a special place in all our hearts too. Her profound and eloquent writing was a wellspring of inspiration for all of us. Her affectionate and friendly nature made her very accessible. And many of us found in her a good and caring friend and also a good mentor for our writings. We grew closer to her at our very first writing retreat at Rishikesh on the serene banks of the Ganga. It was here that Aaradhanaji began to compile her book of poems on her beloved Radharani. She had written many of these poems as a part of her daily submissions on the Zen Pens. They were masterpieces of devotion and poetic fervor, and we were privileged to have access to them. Sadly, her many bouts with ill health prevented her from realizing her cherished dream of publishing the book. We at Zen Pens are committed to editing the book on behalf of the Chinmaya Mission. We feel there must be some traces left of her exceptional writing prowess by which we can remember her. Aaradhanaji's sudden departure has left all of us in sudden shock and sorrow. Yet as we come together to celebrate her life, let us remember the countless ways in which she touched our hearts. Even during her illness, when she was convalescing at the Malik's home, she provided succor to many of us. One of our members, Gopinath Nambiar, lost his mother. She guided him about the right rituals. When one of our members from Delhi, Shalini, she came to Mumbai, Aradhana ji also facilitated her to stay at the Malik's home. Many of us thank her because she helped us to write for Balvihar, gave us an opportunity. So, including me, we all are very thankful to her. That is that we could write for Balvihar, we could contribute. We miss her lively presence in the Zen Pens group, her spiritual guidance, and her fervent outpourings. Aradhana ji lived her life with unwavering devotion to Radharani. The name of the divine was always on her lips and nestled deep within her heart. May the divine universe expand its embrace to welcome her, just as she devotedly made room for it in her life. Thank you.
Thank you, Aparna, and thanks to the entire team at Zen Pen for their contribution. I now request Swami Advayananji, who was Aradhanananji's batchmate, and they also go back a long way, and I'm sure he has many interesting memories to share. So please, Swamiji.
Hari Om. Salutations unto the lotus feet of Puja Guruji. My pranams also to my dear friend Aradhana ji. See, our journey begins very, very long. 30 years, probably 30 years or a little more than that. Our batch was the 8th batch. So, her name was Manuja. And she caught all our attention very fast because she was also shaped like that. So we were all, she was very, very dear to all of us. See, I was youngest in the batch, probably just reaching 18 or 18 or something like that. I don't remember now. And naturally, when you are young, you do a lot of foolish things. And she always, because in the class, any question our Acharya asks, she will be the first to answer. Just it can be a verse, it can be any term, it can be anything. Mid part, it will come. Loudly, it will come. So naturally also, she was also very, 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 very known to us and all those things. There was one young Brahmachari with me, named Balaji, very innocent fellow. So our library was there. Not this present library, the one small one. And as soon as we enter, there is a table there. In the table, there used to be a very fat, huge book. That was a Monier Williams Sanskrit to English dictionary. It was just on the table, and then you used to see that, and then you go inside, not that you. So that Balaji asked me, Ambala, what is that? What is that? So I was mischievous fellow. I told that is Manuja's pocket dictionary. And he believed it. And he made it so popular in all the batchmates. She came to know of that. She came, hey, what did you tell? See, we were friends. So it was in that spirit of love and friendship. Her friend was very close friend. Guruji was our Niranjanananji. A little elderly person she was. Both of them had flair for language. Swami Niranjanananji became editor for Tapon Prasad. And imagine, our batch got over 1993, yes, 1993. 1993 onwards, she was in Balvihar. I'm 93 onward. 1993. 96, okay. She joined Balvihar probably 1993, 1996. And from that time onwards, now 2024. Can you imagine month after month after month after month, without a break, working at one job, bringing out a publication with a deadline? I'm not sure many of us understand what she has done. I'm sure it's not that I understand or anything like that, but I'm saying just when you look at it, you're just stuck with an unimaginable prowess of the person. I think that was true tapas of a very, very high order. When it is said devotion and dedication to duty and all, I think this stands as an epitome of that highest dedication. This is something which can be learned from her. Many experiences I can say. You were speaking of 11 books she has done, but I think one book is missed out. That is Sukti Sudha. This is a very, very excellent work. It contains some 3,000 proverbs or something. That book remained unpublished. Guruji came and told us, just the Sanskrit proverbs, what is the need of publishing? You just give some translation, arrange them in order, have some titles, and then it can be published. Now, proverbs of Sanskrit, how to translate? You can't just translate like prose or something like that. It has to have that kick, Otherwise, it's not a proverb. So, Aaradhanaji, at that time, Vividisha Chaitanya. Hey, Vivi, can you come? Vivi, can you come? It took some coaxing, it took some pleading, and finally she said yes. She was also happy to come because she can eat South Indian food there. Yeah? So she came there and spent, and many, many months we worked. Not that, at one stretch we worked. So she came, went, and her translations are out of the world. I will not be able to justice out of my memory. So let me just read one at least, and then you will see. Jivad artha daridropi. Di daridro na jivati. Her translation. Jivat, artha is wealth. Jivat, artha daridropi. Di daridro na jivati. Okay, see her translation. The penniless survive, but not the intellectually impoverished. I can give on many, many suktis, but you please see that book. It's a fat book. It does justice to her. And every translation there competes with the Sanskrit original. You will not know which is better. The Sanskrit original is better or the translation is better. Please have a look at it. Okay? And also the title of it also. Sukti Sudha, how do you translate? She beautifully did it. How many times we went on and on about what should be the title. She said, the elixir of adages. I can tell many, many things. But she got me a very, very famous name in Chinmaya Mission because of that work. And I became called by everyone, sometimes even Guruji also, as slave driver. Because, see, creative person. A creative person is a very, very capable person, but they have to be, do this. You can do it. You can do it. You have to catch them. So she used to give time by 5 o'clock, we'll get up. Because night she didn't work. We were supposed to work. She said, no, I'm tired. When we work, morning 5 o'clock. Okay. But her 5 o'clock, it's not 5 o'clock. Her 5 o'clock is any time after 5 o'clock. So I would go knock, come. And then it was every moment joy. Guruji, just 7 days or 10 days before, she called me and then we were all having, she made some food and all, we had food. The person who was serving her made food and we all had. Even at that time, Guruji, she kept on cracking jokes. Her sickness was very bad. But all the while she wanted to make us happy, however difficult it was inside. She just wanted to give happiness, and her sorrow she did not share with just anyone. She just kept it. She was very, very grateful to Puja Guruji, like all of us are, but she was very, very grateful. She used to write many poems also. I think Guruji also gets one new name, gem polisher. Gem polisher. Of course, he creates gems, that goes without saying. But to recognize a gem also and to polish it and make it shine for all of us to enjoy and benefit from. Ayogya purusho nasti, yojakas tatra turlabha. Many, many things can be said, but I think two things: her dedication to Guru Seva and her feeling of giving joy in spite of pain within. These are all some very highly wonderful qualities for emulation. Thank you all very much. Hari Om. Pranams Guruji.
Thank you, Swamiji. That was lovely. I now request Venugopal, he is part of the Balvihar magazine team, to share a few words, his thoughts on behalf of the entire team.
हरिओम गुरुजी, सादर प्रणाम करते हैं सभी को। मैं वेणुगोपाल बालविहार से आज पवित्र आत्मा आराधनानंदा स्वामिनी आराधनानंद जी की श्रद्धांजलि है। मेरे प्यारे अम्मा के लिए अपने मिशन एक नंदनवन थी। मिशन के सबके लिए वो चाहती थी और छोटे छोटे बच्चों को बालविहार मासिक के माध्यम से बहुत प्यार बांटती थी। हमारे बालविहार टीम के लिए भी बहुत प्यार दिया उन्होंने, लेकिन वे आज हमारे बीच नहीं रही। हम प्रार्थना करते हैं उनसे कि हमेशा हमारे साथ रहे और आशीर्वाद देते रहे। मैं बालविहार में 1998 में जुड़ गया उनके साथ और अम्मा के अंतिम दिनों तक मैं उनके साथ रहा। आज मैं अपनी आराधना को बहुत मिस कर रहा हूँ। वो मेरे लिए एक आदर्श व्यक्ति महत्व क्योंकि उनकी दृढ़ता पूर्वक विचार शक्ति और उनकी सबके लिए प्यार, इतनी वेदना और दर्द होते समय भी उन्होंने हाथ में जो लिया हुआ अप्रैल इश्यू पूर्णतः समाप्त करने के बाद जो जिद किया था उन्होंने, एक वाक्य उन्होंने मेरे लिए छोड़ा था बीच में। जस्ट मैं उनको मिलने को गया था तो उन्होंने मेरे को बोला एक लाइन, बोला वेणु मेरे मरने के बाद तू बहुत रोएगा ना। बस वो सुन के मैं 2 मिनट ऐसा स्तब्ध हो गया ना, कुछ बोल ही नहीं पाया और वो मेरे को देखते ही बैठी 2 मिनट। उस वक्त मुझे सच में अम्मा, मैं बहुत रोया अम्मा, बहुत रोया। हरिओम, राधे राधे।
Dhanyavad Venu. I now request Ritvik, who is one of the contributors to the Balvihar magazine and who has done the last Vedanta course, to speak on behalf of all the contributors to the magazine.
Hari Om. Pranams to Puja Guruji and everyone. Aradhana Ma was very loving and affectionate, and she was the only one who used to call me Bal Gopal. And And once, while having a conversation with her, we were talking about the various roles of different sannyasis in the mission, and she just chided me and told me, so we writers are nothing. And then I told Amma that, Amma, Gurudev has got many mics, but very few pens, and you are one of them. And elaborating upon that idea, I offer a poetic tribute to Amma, titled A Pen's Aaradhana. A pen fluttered in Gurudev's hand and took us to a wonderland. Striking chords of tender love, in a sea of warmth it rove. It wrote for Gurudev's kids and won many a heart's bids. With words and thoughts so intense, it would not miss to make sense. Just like the master's throb, it wrote till its last ink drop. With a striking, fierce charm, it went into an endless calm, back to the master's despot, which was ever its favorite spot, which was ever its favorite spot. Amma's life was a life of worship, even in the most dire circumstances. And in the Advait Vedanta Bhakti tradition, the worshipper and the worshipped merge. And so we can say that Amma has now merged into her dearmost Radharani. And there can be only one prayer to her, which I shall sing. Krishna Priye Radhike Dehi Varam Me Aradhitay Aradhyay Aradhanam Jivane Krishna Priye Radhike Dehi Varam Me. O Krishna Priya, O Radhika, please grant me a boon that may my life be full of worship for the one who is the most worshipful and who is worshipped by all. Hari Om.
That was most beautiful and touching. Thank you, Rutvik. Now we have someone very special here, Mr. Bharat Malik. The Malik family, I don't know how many of you know, have taken care of Aaradhanananda ever since she had her surgery for over 2 years. The way they have taken care of her, the way she stayed with them. She was more than their family, and they did everything for her. So much so that even the Asti Visarjan was done by the Malik family. Chinmaya Mission is always and will always remain grateful to them for their love that they showered on her and for all the seva they have done. I now request Bharatji to say something on behalf of the entire family. Hari Om.
Hari Om and Pranam to Guruji and all the Swaminis and Swamiji and our Chinmaya Mission family. Well, still we are not in that situation to accept that she is no more. Because I will honestly say she is with us right now also. When this situation came in, and I would say that we were fortunate that she chose us to be a part of family, and I can only narrate one thing. Over a period of time, she started calling me daddy, and the love that she gave to our family and to everyone was amazing, amazing. And we used to have satsang every day. Like a father and a daughter also have certain things. So every day was something learning happening. And I want to share something very interesting, that she was also a good foodie and she was also a good cook. So in a house there used to be always discussion about food and then the joy, and also the most important thing was Radharani. So Radharani ji was the most important thing. I remember the day when we came to know that she was going to be operated. Earlier, so she gave me one letter and we were going to Vrindavan. So she said, take this letter and put it in that box and tell her that this is my personal letter. So that was the kind of love she had, and she believed in Radhaji. And over a period of time, I would like to add that I am a very strong Krishna believer, and I also started turning to Radhaji. So we started saying Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. And then anyone who came home, she used to make them say that Radhe Radhe Bol, and the whole thing she was make people narrate, and everyone in our building, everyone in our office, everyone, she was a part of what you call a regular meets. One fine day she was not well, and then we said she was not been able to talk, so we went to Alibag to one 2 days workshop on education. And can you believe she came there and she spoke for 15 minutes to all the HODs, and the way she explained, it was amazing. Matlab, she never gave up. The best thing I have learned from her, never to give up in any situation. So she was a symbol of strength. And to be very honest, she was not bothered about what's going to come next. Right? So she was not bothered about death and all that. She said, okay, it has to come. Right? So she was very well prepared. But I only want to say one thing. The love she gave us was 100% unconditional. Right? And she did one wonderful Radha Ashtami in a house. And we still have those pictures, and we remember the way with lotuses, she did that Radhaji's puja, and the way she decorated, I can't tell you, it's still in our memories. And I would say the only thing that I and my family believes in, we as a Chinmaya is a big family, and we all are here to serve each other. That's what our mission believes in. So I think we were fortunate that we were given this opportunity, and there was a lot of learning for all of us. I would say she is not dead. She is still alive. Her goodness, all that she gave us is still with us, and we want to cherish those beautiful moments, what she has been with us. Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you, Bharatji. He has also spoken on behalf of all the numerous ones who have served her unconditionally while she was not well. We have Meena Shriram here, Usha Sundareshan, we have Tara, we have many of them who continued to serve her while she was unwell. I will say a few more names later, but now I will request Asira to sing a Nam Sankirtan, and all of us to join.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, 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 श्रीकृष्णा शरणं मम 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 शरणं मम शरणं मम श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.
Thank you, Asira. I'd also, on behalf of Aaradhanananji, like to thank Dr. Padma, Dr. Naresh Shetty, who always took care of her while she was unwell, and of course, Tara and Vanita, who were always there with her too. I'd now like to request from her family, her very close cousin, Shri Kumar Budgur, who has come all the way from Bangalore to be present here today.
Hari Om. I was part of the Yoga Kendra Bangalore thanks to her. It so happened that when in the year 1990, as a teenager, I had lot of mood swings. So she told me, you read Bhagavad Gita. She gave me Vinoba Bhave's Bhagavad Gita commentary. She said it's the smallest version, and that's one book that is without the verses, but entire substance is there. It is a work which Vinoba Bhave gave to the inmates in the jail. Every Sunday, he was giving one chapter. That book she gave me and asked me to read it and said, this will help you to control your mood swings. Thereafter, when Gurudev's Gita Gnani Yagna was there in the year 1990, she asked me to attend. Immediately, I joined Yuva Kendra. She was working in an advertising company. So I would tell her, you got me to this, I joined ChinmayaMission. Thereafter, she jumped and became a Brahmachari in the course. So we would always tell each other, I started first, but your level was much higher, you jumped. We all know, as Swamiji said, we all know her as Manu, Manuja, but we all call her fondly Manu. And we have very fond memories of hers. Our eldest cousin, the first of our cousins, Jyoti is there. 70s, when her marriage took place, Manuja had choreographed a song, a dance program in that. She was all of 7-8 years. Jyoti should have been 7-8 years at that time, probably little more, around 9 years old. She had choreographed. In those days, in family functions, the relatives used to perform. We would not get artists from outside. She had choreographed the whole song. I still remember the song, Navella Pushpagalu Parimalava Biruvevu Swagatava Torusevu Indina Dina. That is the song which she had choreographed. And our fondness with each other or bonding was a little more than other cousins, probably because of our common likeness for English language. I had taken her degree textbooks and studied all that, borrowed from her. As gone has, when the psychology, they have internal exams, practicals. For that, we have to go as a subject. Every year, I used to go as a subject for her in her college. We have a lot of memories like that. When our grandmother's ceremony was there 2 years back, 2022, her mother for the first time disclosed that she is going through this. Thereafter, immediately, it was in Jan 2020. Immediately, the next month I came. Then my other cousin Jyoti, who's locally in Bombay, I told her, you please will be the local guardian for her in the relation. The level at which ChinmayaMission is looking after her, we as a family would never been able to look after her sickness. The number of people who are devoted to her, the way people are looking after her. As a family, it would have been just one individual. Here an entire institution is behind her. When I came, visited her and went back, her mother asked me, how is she? I told her, you can't imagine the glow on her face. Nobody who's going through an illness will have that kind of glow. That is the inner glow that she has, the inner energy she has. And I told her mother also, her mother is my father's younger sister. So I told her that we, as a family, would have been very limited in the way we could have looked after her. There's a whole big institution. The way the institution is looking after her is unimaginable. We can nowhere go to that level. I didn't know one day that I will have to perform the Antim Samskar for her. But somebody told me, you're very fortunate. It's your privilege, you're very privileged to do it. Again, thanks to Gurudev that I had this privilege. That's all. Hari Om.
Thank you, Sri Kumar. Now, I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank Dr. Sailesh. He also really helped while she was going through these rough times. There are many others who have been her support. I may not know everyone's names, and mentally, and now also, we thank everyone. Now it's my turn. It has been an absolute honor for me to serve along with Swamini Aaradhanananda in Central Chinmaya Mission Trust. I have witnessed her dedication, her devotion, her faith, her compassion, her creativity, and her spirit of service. As we all know, she was one of a kind. She was always herself. There was never any pretense about her. In particular, what was really inspiring was the way she worked for the Balvihar magazine along with Bharti ji. The two of them took the magazine to a completely different level. Her dedication, both of them, their dedication to Guru Seva is very evident in the work of the magazine. And this magazine today is, we can see it is the fructification of their devotion and seva. It is now our responsibility to see that it reaches even further heights and more people subscribe and get the magazine. Of course, she has authored 11 children's books, and one more, as Swamiji said. Aaradhanananda was a people's person. I think all of us know that, agree with that. She merged on the 22nd. And what was very touching for me is two things. One is, when she was in the ICU, I got a note which she had given Gayatri. Gayatri is the one who was taking care of her for 2 years, that nurse. She had written something in her scrawling handwriting and said that we have to give some money to Gayatri and some money to Mangal, the one who used to clean her room. Later, I acknowledged that, and then later when we came to her room, I saw those envelopes were already ready. The money was inside. Everything kept with the names. So that was the level of her love and care and concern for those who took care of her. She was forward-thinking. She obviously knew what was coming. So that really touched me and had a big impact on me. The other thing I saw is that I was not so exposed to her group of friends. And we were inundated with messages, phone calls from friends, families, other Chinmaya Mission members about the impact she had in their lives and how they all learnt and grew so much from their interaction with her. We, when we live together, because we've been here in Anand, we are in Powai, we take each other for granted. And we don't tend to learn from each other. So that is something that I really learnt, and I was very touched to get that. The amount of messages and emails as well. On a personal note, I would like to speak on behalf of all ashram residents. We all regularly have satsang on the 6th floor in Anand Vihar with Puja Guruji. She will be really missed. She was the source of entertainment, joy, her mimicry, her jokes, everything. She was a lot of fun, and definitely we could see her devotion to Puja Gurudev And then slowly I also learnt about her devotion and dedication to Radharani. And that is something also which to an extent was hidden from some of us, but it manifested in the last few months and more so now in the last few weeks. So in her going, I think I have learnt and gained a lot more maybe than while she was here. And there was something that we shared in common, and I always used to tease her. We shared the same date of birth. And we're very unlike each other because I don't have a way with words like she has. But I know that she is with us and we will miss her. And the magazine, she is there in spirit with us. I don't know how we're going to be able to match all the editorials and the compilation that she did. But we'll give it our best, keeping her as our inspiration. So I offer my salutations and pranams to her. Thank you. Now I'd like to read a message on behalf of Puja Swami Swarupananji, who is not able to be present. So on behalf of Swamiji, I'll be reading it out literally. International travel has meant that it is not possible for me to be there in person today. But here I share a few words about our dear Swamini Aaradhanananda, who served at Central Chinmaya Mission Trust for more than 30 years. What a remarkable contribution it has been. Her warm persona, great sense of humor, tremendous talent, and deep devotion will be fondly remembered by all. As the editor of the Balvihar magazine, she created a magical world of information and inspiration for children. Each issue was full of jokes, puzzles, celebrations, stories, articles, and lots of colorful art. She authored 11 popular books for children along with Bharti ji, and her passion for nurturing young ones was evident. Well known for her linguistic skills, her poetic compositions were a treat, and I am sure one can't even count how many of her poems she would have composed, as many simply flowed spontaneously from her heart to her lips. She will be remembered for her loving seva towards Puja Gurudev's work and vision, and she will continue to inspire all those who served alongside her. I pay my respects to Swamini Aaradhanananda. Hari Om to all. And Puja Swamiji has signed off. One last thing, on behalf of all of us in CCMT, I offer our prayerful and loving homage to Aaradhanananji, because she was always a very lively person in the office when she used to come. There was no ways you could miss that she was there, because her voice was always booming through the office when she was in office. So we will all miss her greatly. And now I request our most beloved Puja Guruji to say a few words. She always felt that it was Guruji who made her what she was, and she was very grateful to Puja Guruji for all his love, unconditional love, just as Swamiji said we all are.
Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Harihi Om. None of us really want to be in intensive care unit. That's called ICU. Aaradhanananda had to be there, but no, she told the meaning of the word ICU. That when you are in that unit, Bhagavan says, I see you. What a wonderful thing at that time also. See how the mind, which is spiritual and full of devotion, there also they can think in this way. About translation, Advayananda mentioned something. When we were doing Upanishad Ganga serial, and we have to advertise also, so how to tell that to people in short? I said in Hindi, ज्ञान प्राचीन फिर भी नवीन. Simple, ज्ञान प्राचीन फिर भी नवीन. But how to say this in Sanskrit? English, I mean English. And do you know how she translated? She says, it is old, yet new, it is meant for you. Can you beat that? It is old, yet new, it is meant for you. It was her greatness, kindness that she gave lot of credit to me. And she used to write some poems also for me, on me. So today I thought, I cannot go anywhere near her poetic ability. But they say, you know, a bird may not be able to fly like Garuda, but it doesn't mean it cannot fly. So I also say, I can't write poetry like her, but let me try. So I wrote in Hindi till Bhavanjali. And then I thought, let me translate to English also. Not great, but at least will convey. So it goes. नाम था राधा का मुख में, हाथ में थी लेखनी. नाम था राधा का मुख में, हाथ में थी लेखनी. कर्म बाल विहार का संपादन, थी वह भाषा धनी. भाषा धनी. Mastery over that language. हंसना हंसाना था स्वभाव ही, गंभीर रोग था यद्यपि. हंसना हंसाना था स्वभाव ही, गंभीर रोग था यद्यपि. अर्पित गुरु को जीवन ही था, प्रिय बनी वह सबकी ही. नाम सार्थक किया कर आराधना आनंद में. नाम सार्थक किया कर आराधना आनंद में. स्मरण होगा नित्य उनका, प्रेम से सबके हृदय में. परिवारजन और सेवकों को धन्यवाद मैं हूँ दूँ अति. परिवारजन, my greatest gratitude to her mother and father first. Mother is there. After her Mahasamadhi, you can imagine how difficult it must have been for her. But she spoke to me, I spoke to her. Teja, her sister, she has been taking care of mother there, the family members. परिवार जन और सेवकों को धन्यवाद मैं दूं अति. प्रभु की कृपा हो प्राप्त सबको, प्रार्थना मेरी यही. Manisha has already told you some few names who have really served her so much There are many others also. So I express my gratitude to them. Last night I was trying to translate this. Radha's name on lips and a pen in her hand, editing Balvihar with the language so very grand. To laugh and make others laugh, despite disease critical, Gurudev her altar, she endeared herself to all with love magical. True to her name, she did Aaradhana in bliss. Remember her we will, but her presence we will miss. Thanks to her family and to those who took her care, may God bless them all is my earnest prayer. Her greatest wealth was Radha's name. Param Dhan Radhe Naam Adhar Jahi Syam Murali Me Terat Sumirat Barambar Radhe Naam Adhar Param Dhan Radhe Naam Adhar. This is a very beautiful song. A great saint. His name was Vyasadas. Paramadhan Radhe Naam Adhar. Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe. About Radha it is said, Bina Radha, Krishna Adha. Or some will say, Adhe se bhi Adha. That is the power of Radha's name. Jai Radhe. She is with her beloved. Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you, Puja Guruji. I request Purandar to get ready with the Aarti. As we are getting ready for the Aarti, I just want to say one more. I must not forget to thank the entire team in Nanavati Hospital, Dr. Sudeep Sarkar, and the surgeons, everyone who really took care of her. And she made them, she would distribute Puja Gurudev's books, and she would ask them, did you read or no? And she would also get them to take the name of Radharani. She never missed that opportunity. So we're very grateful to that entire team there, Dr. Suresh Advani as well in Shushrut. Now we'll get ready for the Aarti.
आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की दिव्य रूप मूर्ति करुणा की आरती सद्गुरु की चरणों में उनके शांति समाए शरणागत की भ्रांति मिटाए पाप ताप संताप हरण की आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की आरती सद्गुरु की वेद उपनिषद गीता को गाया धर्म सनातन फिर से जगाया शुद्ध नीति प्रीति शंकर की आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की आरती सद्गुरु की सिद्ध बाड़ी की तपोभूमि में नित्य विराज सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः, तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं, तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। महाराज की जय।
पुष्पं वेद
पुष्पवान् पशुमान् भवति,
चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं
पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति,
य एवं वेद
योपामायतनं वेद
आयतनवान् भवति।
हरि ओम्।
ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। सुवर्ण दिव्य मंत्र पुष्पाक्षतानि समर्पयामि। ओम यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण पदे पदे, अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम, तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष महेश्वर। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। आत्मप्रदक्षिणमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं, पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं महेश्वर, यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। अनया ध्यानावाहनादिषोडशोपचारक्रिया च भगवान् सर्वात्मकः, एतत् फलं श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु। शुभं भवतु तथास्तु तथास्तु तथास्तु। शोभनात्ते क्षेमाय पुनरागमनाय च इति उद्वासयेत्। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्व बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते।